A newborn horse can stand within hours. A human baby can't even hold up its own head. Compared with many other animals, human babies arrive looking almost unfinished. And in the dangerous world of our ancestors, that helplessness should have been fatal. Yet human babies survived not because they were strong, but because adults were willing to protect them constantly. So, why are we born this way? The first clue is inside the baby's skull, a human brain that still has an enormous amount of growing left to do. At birth, the human brain is only about 1/3 of its adult size, then grows at extraordinary speed during the first years. But a large, fast-growing brain creates a problem before learning even begins. The baby's head must still pass through the mother's pelvis at birth. Keeping the baby inside longer would demand more energy than the mother could safely provide. So human babies continue much of their development after birth, outside the womb. In its first year, the human brain nearly doubles in size. Instead of arriving with fixed skills, human babies arrive ready to learn. The baby's brain specializes in the sights, sounds, and skills of its culture. This flexibility helps humans learn to survive in almost any environment. A long, helpless childhood creates another problem. One caregiver can only do so much. Human families solve this problem by sharing childcare across the entire group. Even helpless babies actively recruit help through cries, eye contact, and expression. Human childhood stays long because survival takes years of watching, copying, and practice. Each generation inherits knowledge that no single child could discover alone. That long dependence rewarded groups that shared food, protection, and knowledge. A helpless baby didn't just need a social group, it may have made one essential. That pressure favored humans who could communicate, cooperate, and understand what others needed. This strategy was powerful, but children needed food, protection, and care for years. Evolution didn't make human babies safer. It made human groups more responsible. The real human advantage was a brain built for learning together. A newborn antelope can follow the herd. A human baby must be carried everywhere. Even after they can walk, human children still depend on adults for years. Tracking prey requires years of learning which footprints matter and which ones mislead. Human children learn tools not by instinct, but by watching skilled hands. Even fire safety is learned: where to sit, what to touch, when to wait. Choosing the wrong plant could be fatal, so children learn from trusted experts. Finding water meant reading tracks, green plants, insects, and damp soil. Children learn by imitation, copying useful actions before they understand the reasons. Mistakes matter too. The wrong stone shattered while the right one held an edge. Play lets children rehearse tracking, balance, throwing, and hiding without real danger. Precision takes repetition. Small hands fail, adjust, and slowly learn the correct movement. Babies study faces closely, learning which expressions signal danger, comfort, or play. Before understanding words, babies can recognize familiar voices and turn toward them. Conversation begins as a rhythm. Adults pause, and babies answer with sounds and expressions. By following another person's gaze, babies discover what deserves their attention. Repeated gestures from different caregivers help babies connect actions with meaning. By toddlerhood, every sound, movement, and interaction is shaping the developing brain. Walking is only the beginning. Human children remain apprentices for many years. Toddlers can walk, but they still cannot recognize every danger around them. Sharing food teaches children patience, fairness, and the rules that hold groups together. Children learn empathy by noticing fear and changing how they respond. Trust grows when children are given responsibility and shown how to handle it safely. Conflict becomes a lesson when adults guide children toward compromise instead of punishment. Children learn reputation early. Groups remember who helps, shares, and keeps promises. A dependent child turns every survival task into a heavier, riskier job for one caregiver. The moment help arrives, one impossible burden becomes a task the group can share. Older caregivers gave exhausted parents time to rest, recover, and keep the group functioning. Older siblings became extra teachers, protectors, and playmates long before adulthood. Shared food kept children growing, even when one parent returned empty-handed. During migration, caregivers took turns carrying tired children across enormous distances. When danger appeared, adults closed ranks around children before protecting anything else. At this age, children could help but still relied on adults during sudden danger. Bad weather became survivable when many hands could build shelter faster than one. Crossing water safely required coordination, trust, and people strong enough to steady others. At night, shared watchfulness let children sleep while someone guarded the darkness. When illness struck, shared care brought water, warmth, food, and time to recover. Winter cold made warmth a shared resource, especially for children who lost heat quickly. When winter food ran low, adults protected growing children from the worst shortages. Crossing snow safely required close formation, shared loads, and constant attention to younger travelers. Late winter drained energy fast, so families survived by sharing heat, fuel, and work. The thaw brought relief and new problems, as snow turned into mud and rising water. Early spring reopened the landscape, but finding safe food still required shared knowledge. As weather stabilized, children practiced more, traveled farther, and contributed safely to daily work. Human groups thrived because different skills worked together like parts of one system. Together, humans could move obstacles and reshape places no individual could manage alone. Knowledge survived because older children learned from elders, then taught someone younger. The helpless baby now recognizes, learns from, and helps the people who once protected him. Human babies are not born ready to survive alone. They are born ready to learn together.